The crying one weeps today. Our father Lorgan is dead. Murdered. But few as good as Father Lorgan. I don't want to talk. My heart is in mourning.
We let more outsiders in and more Baldurians die. Duke Stelmane, Father Lorcan, it's no coincidence.
We have faith here, Bill. Faith in people, no matter where they're from.
Who had more faith than Father Lorcan? How did that work out? Exactly. Lorgan let a killer into our temple due to his misguided compassion. His faith got him murdered.
Bill, I beg you, be quiet. Even sinners receive Ilmater's grace, and Father Lorgan knew that. We don't pick and choose who we aid. Thank you, stranger. I take some solace knowing that he died in Ilmater's service.
Does Ilmater's service involve protecting heretic absolutists? Or perhaps I missed that sermon.
Enough, Bill. You seem a kind soul. Our temple is open to you. Walk well.
Look, investigator. Brilgor might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing something. You have to be.
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered your high priest. The evidence speaks for itself. Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, then, be it out of shame or profane duty, offed himself with the same blade. Case closed, Sister Yanis.
Shitey little elephant. Oh, I apologize, stranger. Language like that hardly befits a rector of Ilmater. You could certainly say that. 2 people just died on temple grounds. Our high priest, Father Lorgan, and one of the new refugees, Brilgor. Investigator Valeria thinks it's a murder and is content to blame Brilgor, the politically convenient target. Not for any god worthy of the name. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've a temple to run, and a high priest to replace. Yes? Can I help you? Sure. I can tell you where to find her, but you might find the conversation rather one-sided. She's buried in the temple crypt. Passed only last year. Poor thing. Yes? Can I help you? Thank you. Ilmater smiles upon us this day. But feel free to look around the temple. The killing happened in the kitchen cellar. Could be a good place to start. Valeria never found the murder weapon. That would be definitive proof that they missed something. Logan's in the room behind us with Sister Rose. Brilgor's buried out back, through the kitchen and the dormitories.
What ails you? Marsh fever? Feather lung? Be quick, I've not got all day. You'd interrupt me for something like that? Just rub a bit of aloe on. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a dead high priest to see to. What do you want to know? I'm not sad. I'm angry. He dedicated his life to the needy. It shouldn't have ended like this. One of the refugees killed him. Cruelly, too. They cut off his hand, sawed right through the bone. I found a paralytic poison on one of his wounds. Logan was alive while they took the hand. He just couldn't scream. It's sick. We give them everything, and all we get is nothing but a good man to bury.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Dwarf, dressed in red.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
A poisoned blade. Paralysis. Tunnels from the cellar. Refuge. Hiding Brilgor from fists.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions. Brilgor fell to anger and rage, taking Father Lorgan with him. May Ilmater forgive him. The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Dwarf. Red clothes. Stranger. Pierced. Once. Paralyzed. Tunnels beneath temple. Hidden from sight. Concealed buttons. Lorgan opened for me. Father Lorgan helping me.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
I've said all I have to say already. Now I just want to pack up my kitchen and leave. I'm not touching it. Not with a mop 10 yards long. That's Father Lorgan's blood. I know it's not fair. This was the best job I ever had. Lorgan was kinder than most. And now they're blaming a refugee for his death. Typical. No. Brilgor was a nice bloke. He came a couple of times for soup. Potato chowder was his favorite. Didn't seem the murderous type. But what do I know? Some folk didn't like how he looked after the refugees. But I don't think they'd kill him for it. At least, I hope they wouldn't. That's a scary thought.
Here lies Sister Shira Clarwin, date of birth unknown, died 1491 DR.
Here it is. The tomb of the Amulet Spirit's granddaughter. Time for a family reunion.
Darling Shira, faithful to the
crying God! Long didst I wait, only to find thine empty flesh. Gone thou might be, alas. Honored Shira, her spirit hath fled, and her body but merely a husk. Swear I did to shed this foul mania and bestow it upon Shira. She was to endure, to suffer, as was her god Ilmata's wont. Who now shall bear the madness Shah has wrought on me, so I might no longer suffer? Oh, shall it be thou?
The monk himself holds your answer. Tasha's hideous laughter is a powerful skill, but earning it may come at the cost of wisdom.
Thou shalt know the extent of Shah's mania, Tasha's hideous laughter at thine beck and call. But at what cost? Who might say? Well, if laugh I must, let our alliance end on a lark. Eternally cursed, then, my spirit be. No. Morning Lord, I call to thee. Lend your forbearance. No.
I'd almost feel sorry for him. If he wasn't viciously insane.
Have I been this way before? I'll give it a shot.
Be patient, child. Soon.
A knife in the dark.
A weapon, my sweet.
A sharper one than Dolo. He spends too much time with his prey. He's going to get us caught.
Dolo is an artist. You do well to think on that.
Need to find a way forward. I think these were the people Father Morgan was trying to help.
For all the good it did them.
An eye out, brethren. It must be here somewhere. Never get the fun job, son. Brethren in blood! Tell them!
Turn someone inside out. Delicious. Trust no one. Well, someone fancies themselves an artist. Something over there. A pretty dagger. The same one that ended Father Lorgan, perhaps. A clown's dismembered torso, still in jolly rags.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Cleaning up. Dolor. Messy. Left his dagger. Careless. A blood-red dwarf. Tricky. Hungry. Strong. Paralyzes.
The corpse tries to speak, but something prevents it.
Flophouse. Dolor's secrets.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
A drow or a drink, sweeting. There is no thirst I cannot quench. Sweeting, I'm no fortune teller. If I had a crystal ball, I promise I'd already have consulted it. Truth is, Fion's gone well missing, and my hands may be skillful, but they were not made to turn every last stone she might be hiding behind. To service is my calling, not to be served. But I'd be a fool to say no. The girl kept my coffers near overflowing. 2 flights up, then turn right, and right again. That's Fion's pleasure room, Elminster's library. Here, take the key.
You have the key to my heart in that.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Well, you won't get a sip for free. I insist you work for it. Propose a toast, and if it's worth drinking to, that is what we shall do. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What have you found? While that is startling, it still doesn't disprove my theory that Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, does it? That's what you need if you want to change my mind. Hard evidence. A reason, too, if you're at it. Why was Lorgan killed? That doesn't make sense. Why would this dwarf kill Father Lorgan? I need something more than vague allegations. I want something compelling, hard, tangible evidence, and nothing less. That's quite the discovery. Doesn't tell me everything, though. Why was Lorgan killed? Could doesn't quite cut it here, I'm afraid. I need a solid, provable motive. Come back when you've got some real evidence.
How long do the effects last?
Moan loudly in the library at all times.
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on. The landlord, Sir Frago Antuna. A most generous soul, I assure you. Fionn, one of Mamselle's girls, who laughs like a star's twinkle. Not seen her for a 10-day. 10 days and 4 bells, to be precise. Not that I'm counting. Missing? I hadn't thought her missing, just not here. Or elsewhere. Oh. I suppose that's like missing, but with extra words. You don't suppose the murderer who's on the loose got hold of her? Oh, goodness, no. It's too horrible to imagine. How dare you? Accusing an upstanding citizen like me of being a dwarf? I'm a halfling, you oaf.
Bloomin' hell, you look famished. I've got some victuals that'll warm you right up. Fionn. Poor lass. Works her arse off for the mumselle, but don't get much in return. Not seen her mug for a carp's age. I figured she'd gone up the road while the going was good. Killer on the loose, cult army marching wee way. Been thinking I might scarp her too.
That shapeshifter's key unlocked the door. Interesting. Pave my path with corpses. Build my glad near the bed.
Notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
I know this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels. Commodus in
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Theon Goldgrind. Murdered by my son.
It's to be expected. Some families just don't get along.
Dolor. Found his secret. My sweet boy. Why? Killed folk slowly. He liked it.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Lorgan's name is written here too.
It is you. Most definitely not anyone else. Salutations and hello and whatnot. Oh. Oh dear. Poor thing. Murdered to death. Horrible hells. I better lay low. Lower than low. Under low.
There's that sweet mug. A murder? Here? Baldrin's biscuits. Must have been Theon. Oh, the poor lass. A right good one she was. Make sure Mamselle knows. Cross the way at the caress. Yeah, God, she'll be right unsettled. I'm staying put, mind. If a killer wanted me dead, I'd already be crammed under the boards.
Your pleasure is mine, sweeting. Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Theon slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. Sweeting, this is Baldur's Gate. I've seen more murders than a butcher's right eye. There'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business, or, more precisely, the lack of it. I have little coin, but I offer sin in abundance. Talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars, almost myths. Tell them they're your gift from the Mamselle, and let them show you why. Anything else on your mind, sweeting?
Couldn't get us off your mind, could you? Silly. We are the gift. One free ride with me or my brother.
Or perhaps you have greater ambitions yet.
I'd like to try doing things like this again. Now I'm free to find my own desires. And don't worry, I'll dart out if I don't enjoy it, faster than I used to run from the sun.
Charming. For being a friend who helped Amira, we will charge a little less.
I presume you've found something interesting to discuss, if you're interrupting me again? You're telling me more than one person has been killed? In Baldur's Gate? You must have something better than that. I need hard evidence and a motive. Why would someone else kill Lorgan? How can we be sure it wasn't Brilgor? A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine, I'll bite. What's your theory? Well, if that's true, that sounds dreadful. And complicated. As if this cult of the Absolute wasn't enough to worry about. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well? What are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
Welcome back. What can I do you for? Going to make this place famous, I reckon. Victim is a bloody duke. Boleyn Stelmane. Well, she was a duke. Now she's just bloody. I reckon I'll be able to charge double for that room once the constable's done with it. Murders and ghosts are always grand for business. At least, I hope.
Halt, Civvy. Turn back. This is an active crime scene.
Hold on, Thornhill. I'm tired of standing here. Devella's been up there for ages. Some diversion would be welcome.
Constable Devella said she wasn't to be...
Investigator Valyria outranks her. As you were, Civvy. Fair warning, though. She's in a foul mood.
Get a move on, civilian.
The job description doesn't include be an asshole, Thornhill. Relax.
Crime scene not open to public by order of the Flaming Fist.
Bollocks! I told those idiots not to let anyone through. You. Name, rank, and reason for interrupting an active crime scene. For your sake, the last one better be bloody good. I'm chasing down a serial killer who seems to kill without motive. Will you try doing that and staying calm? Unless you've got useful information, leave me to my work. Duke Stelmane's dead, and I've got to find who killed her. Ball? That's exactly what I... Wait. How do you know about that? Oh! Oh my! Bile martyr's rag, that's... It's fascinating. I should arrest you at once. But well, the Bile spawn crisis is the most interesting criminal plight in Baldurian history. If what you claim is true, you wouldn't be helping me here unless you were trying to end Bile's hold over you. Just like the wayward Bile spawn who saved the gate before. You are here to help me, and not to sacrifice me, aren't you? It's my job to be. Though I confess, it has been very interesting. You see, these murders have been cropping up all over the city. I've been following their trail for a while now, and tracing it back to its roots. They're always the same. Victim paralyzed by poison, absolutist symbol scrawled on the floor in blood, hand removed pre-mortem. The ritualistic brutality of them, it's extraordinary. And it could only be the work of a Baalist. But you've been investigating too, if I'm not mistaken. You're trying to stop your own kind. Gods. That's it. Proof that I was right. I'm glad you're on the right side of this Bile spawn. You could be invaluable if you can get on the inside. Hells, you might be the only one who can stop this. What else do you know? You've had a busy 10-day? Can't even imagine. Well, I'll tell you what I know. A century ago, Baal bred dozens just like you, one of whom was Saravok Anchev. He ruled the Iron Throne, a dark tower hiding a darker secret. It was the front for a deadly arms-dealing network. There, Saravok amassed an army and sought to become a god. Under his stewardship, the Baal Temple was revived. And with it, the Baal cult itself. Fortunately, the temple was destroyed. And to cleanse the city of Saravok's memory, the Iron Throne was torn from its foundations and cast into the Chionthar. For most, that was the end of it. But cults like that don't disappear overnight. That list you spoke of confirms I'm right. The Baal cult is back, and someone is out there, continuing Saravok's work. God save us all if you're right. But I believe it. Whoever it is, they're intimately familiar with Saravok's work. The brutality of the killings is on a par with Saravok's own. But there's something more here. Something new. There's a reference to these murders. A certain flair. It's as if they were done in worship. The precision of the cuts. The depth, the execution. The best butchers in Faerun couldn't make a cut like that. Trust me, I've asked them. I tried to explain all this to my superiors, but they wouldn't have any of it. They told me to drop it. Told me the city doesn't need another conspiracy theorist and to get back to doing my job before they find someone else to do it for me. But you're not bound by such constraints. Oh, help me out here. Help the city out. Follow the trail of these murders. Prove the truth. Use your lineage to get places the Fist can't. If anyone can, it will be you. Or at least that's what the legends say. But before you run off, do you think you could save a few more lives? There are patriarchs on the murder target list. I'm oathbound to secure them first, so I'll be heading to the upper city next. While I'm there, the other potential victims will be at risk. Could you warn them? You seemed capable. It would have been remiss of me not to ask. But I understand. Once I'm done with the Patriarchs, I'll head to Basilisk Gate to have another go at convincing my superiors to put some resources into this matter. Meet me there if you've anything more to report. And good luck. The people of the Gate are fortunate another of Baal's children stands against him. Walk in light.
Hi, you already got paid. No more work here. Plenty of rats elsewhere in the city. Go kill those. Rats, murderers. Always knew the chef gig wasn't going to be easy. Do not worry. Chef Revere's eyes will be kept peeled for murdering types.
This calls for careful. Can't risk being in open view.
The approach unique, the form sloppy, but the passion for killing, it was like sport. It would be remiss to ignore such talent. Would you like to be more than a common murderer? To become an avatar of slaughter? An ally of sorts. If you let me, I can help you embrace your most murderous becoming.
Look at you. An avatar of slaughter indeed.
You must kill once more. Choose from our list of most unholy sacrifices. Make them whole in murder. Remove your victim's hand. You will need it for what lies ahead. Good luck, aspirant. I trust we will meet again.
Oh, how lovely our visitors return. We were just about to try some of Master Metzler's delightful wines. Would you care to join us?
Oh, they do look ever so tasty.
Ah, Mrs. Highbury, I prefer to conduct tastings individually, so I may assess your palate.
Call me Cora, Master Metzler. And I'm afraid I must insist on their joining us. Wine's no good without company, after all.
No. I must say, if this is a practical joke, it's not very amusing.
Why, a serial killer? Oh, that's terrible. Master Metzler, are you quite all right?
It was perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. You have sullied it with knowledge, made it an unclean sacrifice. I will remember your face, and I will peel it from your skull should you interfere again.
Here we go again.
daughter. Got away. Now it's only a matter of time before another body turns up.
Well, whatever was the matter with that man? Why did he take off so quickly? Well, how odd. I still can't believe... Why would anyone want to kill me? Thank you for saving us. Still can't believe what that horrid man wanted to do.
Pave my path with corpses. Build my castle with bones.
Much to the council. This cannot happen.
A marked improvement. I am impressed, aspirant. You are ready. Claim the hands from your kills.
The creature fixes you with an eerie gaze. It doesn't just see you, it sees through you.
Enter Candle Hollow's tombstones by speaking Sicarius at the door. Announce your intention before the tribunal to become an unholy assassin. There you shall be judged. There you shall transcend.
Very well. No traps, please.
Lovely day for it.
The humble home of Frank Peartree.
These boots have seen everything. Something over there.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Frank Peartree. Killed. Murdered.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Bastard dwarf. Red shirt.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know. The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Come on, open up.
How delicious. Subtle steps. God, what a mess. A clown's arm, stained with grease paint and blood.
This is the private abode of Alexander Rainforest. Friends make appointments. Clients respect office hours.
Don't waste a step. What's that?
Hello, hello. Ooh, are you the new cheese dropper? I do hope so. I'm almost down to the last crumbs. Alexander was his name. He dropped all manner of morsels, but the cheeses were the best, until the Red Man visited. A dwarf, all dressed in red. He smiled and held Alexander close, and then Alexander was shouting and struggling, and soon he was all dressed in red as well. So many red morsels fell out of Alexander. They tasted like salt and rust. Very good, even better than cheese. Yes, tasty. He didn't eat them anymore. Go away now. Your delicious scent makes me crave your morsels, but it would be rude to bite you.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Alexander! Murdered! Obviously.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
He was short, dressed in red.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know. The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
This is a ritual killing.
Oh dear.
And the murderer
Someone's
wanted
left
it
a trap
found.
out for us.
A foot smeared with paint, among other things. This must belong to Dribbles. Moving in. I smell a trap.
I can't believe I'm glad to see a bowl spawn. But gods, I knew you'd be the one to stop this. If it had been the dwarf alone, we might have stood a chance. But these doppelgangers, they swarmed us. We were paralyzed before we even had the chance to fight back. I was heading that way after we last spoke, when I heard a commotion. I stepped in to see what was going on. It's not every day you have the chance to catch a killer in action. Not even in this profession. You, on the other hand, you've probably seen your fair share of murders since you discovered your heritage. We can question the assailant later, once he comes round. But I think I have it now. These killings aren't random. In fact, they seem to be part of some sort of test. That document you showed me before, the one with the victims' names on it, That was the briefing. The killers paralyze their victims, take their hands as an offering for Baal, and make it look like the cult of the Absolute was behind it all. It offers access to the tribunal, an initiation rite held by your father's acolytes. And that brings a new cultist into the fold. And it's taking place beneath Candlehallow's tombstones. Perhaps they've even asked you to undertake this gruesome sacrament. I gravely hope you mean to dismantle it, and this friendship won't end with crossed swords. You're brave, Spawn. To put yourself into the heart of the hells like that. Braver than us all. But you're just one sword against a god. Are you sure you're up to it? It won't be easy. But I'm glad to hear your conviction. Infiltrate the cult. Deceive your father's lackeys. If Baal believes he has you, they will let down their guard. There's bound to be a moment where he trips up, and you see a way to stand against him. I don't know what will happen to the gate if you don't. But I do know that you're damn well the best hope we have. In the meantime, I'm going to Basilisk Gate to try to drum up some support and warn as many important people as possible. I hope I can yell loud enough. See you around, Spawn. Stay alive for me, won't you?
Make haste. I have a very busy day of very demanding clientele ahead. What do you require? If looks could kill, Lord Gortash would have already hanged me. I wouldn't worry too much. This is undoubtedly some rumor cooked up by my many rivals. Well, my sister, for one. She can be a real piece of work. No doubt jealous of my success. But it seems too elaborate for her, I must say. Carmen can barely organize her own shop. Never mind stage a murder mystery to meddle with me. Very well. I'll take my precautions. Thank you.
Out of sight. Out of mind. Let's get
The locked door has red text on it reading, "All are awaited, all are embraced. None shall escape." That phrase is barlist. This place has some connection to Orin and her cult of killers. You should learn more about them.
What path lies before me? I'll give it a shot.
There's something engraved on this skull. Living a torment of sorrow and strife. It's a poem. It continues, "Is a burden to great and to small. We faithful cure mortals of burdensome life and present it to Death Father Baal. Verse by Invoker Grimlark."
I think you are confused, Wraith. You speak of another, who has proven themselves like me. Who has sacrificed what I have? Speak!
We are approached, so still thy rant. Share you shall in murder's chant.
I know you, and you are most certainly not a faithful of Baal. Not like I am.
Though folly most unusual, just one may seek the tribunal.
Fine. I will add this pretender to my many sacrifices in Baal's name. May it please the tribunal. You're right. Baal is not a god of decrees and doctrines. He is the Lord of Murder. Let us remind the tribunal of this.
Don't touch me. Let's keep to the shadows. Not a sound. Won't know what bit him. Excellent.
Behold the dance of death.
I will savor your final breath. My last kill will be coming.
Cutting to the chase.
Go for the throat.
Moving in. All right. Time to skulk about. How much farther can I go?
You gaze upon murder's progeny, child.
His most ill-trusted zealots. His faithful departed.
Prodigal servants, each returns to do his bidding eternally.
This is the court of the Dread Lord's Tribunal. I am its custodian. Here come those who seek to transcend, aspirants of his most profane order, the would-be unholy assassins of Baal. But you are no mere aspirant. I did not expect to see you again. So it is true. You have returned.
Saravok Anchev, a relic of your cursed line, a Baal spawn who failed to become chosen.
I have heard it said you lost your memories. Let me revive them. You were once Baal's favorite. You worshipped him the way he would wish. Your bloodlust innate. Your thirst for butchery unslakable. But you were foolish enough to think yourself untouchable. You didn't see Orin rising through the ranks. You were blinded by her artistry, her devotion. You believed she worshipped you as much as all the others. Your fall was as spectacular as your birth. The purest Baalspawn there ever was. Ruined by her own hubris. But now, you have returned. Tell me, are you here to have your vengeance on my granddaughter? She is the child of my child, and your bloodkin. But she only seeks the Baalian favor you were born to inherit. She may have usurped you once, but all her rites and rituals will never match her to your natural gift. Baal is about to name a new chosen. All is between you and my granddaughter, Orin, now. And Orin has much to learn. Our Lord does not care for beauty. Baal cares only for death. Death in numbers. Death in droves. It is a lesson Orin will only learn in death. I wonder if you will be the one to teach her. She wronged me. In killing her, you honor our father with a eulogy of blood. I have heard of the duel Orin proposed to you. She seeks to sacrifice you in our father's temple. She dreams that your corpse will be her masterpiece. But she forgets, before your incident, you were the true master. You were murder, pure murder. No excesses, no pretensions. I believe you will be the one to slay Orin. But you will need my help. I see you have not embraced your birthright yet. Perhaps with my stewardship, Father will bless you yet. Before you may return to our father's fold, I must first ensure that you remain as pure and worthy of his blessings as you once were. Come, child of murder, let me lead you in Baal's worship. Forgive me, child of Baal. I forget myself.
Reverence.
Zeal.
Long may he reign.
We have a sacrifice prepared for you, child of murder. Let us celebrate your becoming.
I know the look is meant to be very murder-heavy, but it's a bit much, even for me.
Come, child of Baal. Offer thanks unto your father for your birth, and in so doing, be reborn anew. Slaughter this celestial being, spill its blood into the void, and through eradication of its goodness, be exalted. Spare no violence for the Dreadlord's grace, and savor every moment of the creature's slaughter.
Someone will stop you, Ballast. When they do, I hope it hurts. Citizen, stop this at once!
Make it hurt.
Behold, Father Baal, your lost child, bathed anew. Arise, unholy assassin.
His most unholy will be done.
Take this amulet, child, and return it to your father's chamber. You are the true inheritor of his will, and he would smile to see you wear it. Cleanse the temple of Aurin's girlish shrines, and bring your primal slaughter back to Baal. There is nothing more I can teach you, but if you bring about her death, return to me. We shall revel in the divine memory together, as family.
Unholy assassin does have a certain ring to it.
The Amulet of Baal. It's hardly a triumph of fashion, but it does have its uses.
Welcome to our cause, unholy assassin. May your service to Baal be savage.
Hail, unholy assassin. You have fulfilled a fraction of your blood's dark promise. You are learning it takes more than birth blood alone to become a consecrated killer. It takes belief, It was known to those who walked this path before you. Common killers. Children of murder and would-be gods. And now, it is known to you. I tricked the first, devoured the second, all in pursuit of the third, godhood.
I am Amalesan, the Black-Hearted. I stood as Baal's high priestess, his eternal succor, until I sought to usurp him.
The Lord of Murder did not take kindly to betrayal. Ambition is our curse. We have no choice. Murder begets it. Always. Tell me, Baalspawn, how do you wish to die? You really are the most perfect of his children yet born. You know there is no being alive Baal will not claim. The ultimate victory in his war is to strike the last killing blow ever to be struck. A sorry thing, there will be no audience left for your finale.
A fresh, unholy assassin, and one of Baal's own blood. You are to be commended, though I expected nothing less from a child of murder. We are his justices. We preside over his most profane tribunal, forevermore. I am Ilisera the Quick, child of Baal, slayer of his idle children, cut down before my time. Unholy assassin, your birth was a miracle. Baal conceived you from a place beyond mortality. Your birth, your creation, Father tended to you with love. He made you perfection. I am most interested to see what will become of you, child of murder.
Spawn, you speak to another of your fallen family. It is heartening to see a child once again brimming with promise. All us wretched specters, Baal's failures, are watching your rise with great anticipation. In life, I was a Barzigal, kin killer of the Five. In death, I serve our father still, until the world grows silent. I offer you instruments which will aid in enacting your foul whims. I am no half-blooded Drake. Alive, I was a dragon of pure cerulean chrome. But oft the need arose to disguise myself thus. Yes, Father Baal mated with a true dragon. Pray one day you have the honor of doing the same. The Five, my order of father's spawn, were among the first to carve the philosophy that Saravok's death began. We led our worship by killing the weakest of our own line, writing kinslaying into the canon. We hunted down his insipid fledglings in droves until we were all that was left. All but Saravok's own murderer, who murdered me in turn. The weakness was my disgrace, but it was an honor to give myself to Baal's embrace. There is no shame greater than failing in his service. But even so, each death is a gift.
Today we witnessed near perfection, Baalspawn. Your blood was foul before, but now you are twice tarnished. The unholiest assassin. Father shall be proud, indeed. Go to him and present your sister as an offering. There isn't a moment to lose. And so I am exposed to the instincts of a pure Baalspawn. I should have known. Yours is a nature not to be contained. A true pleasure this will be, Baalspawn. Whether to kill you or be killed by you.
Shall we cut and run?
I was hoping I hadn't missed you. The Patriarchs are safe, but it took longer to calm them down than I was hoping. Hope you're closer to some answers, Baalspawn. Did you find the tribunal? So he was back. I was right. A shriveled undead. Ugh. Thank you for pinning him down. Would think the Baalists want the dead to stay that way. For your sake, as much as any other. I hope you found the mastermind behind him. It's true. It's still there. I heard the only one to walk out alive from that place was the Baalspawn who killed Saravok all those years ago. But you killed Saravok again. You can survive. You can end this. I know it.
A rush of ancient whispers fills your mind as you approach the door. It is rife with magic. Old, deathly magic.
A new vessel brimming with blood darkens Baal's door. To baptize his deus most holy. Do you have proof of your faith to our Lord? Then you must know the way. Present the symbol, proof of your father's favor. Proof of faith held in worthy hands. It is as the Dread Lord requires. Walk in blood.
I smell a trap.
In his doom, he shall spawn a score of mortal progeny.
Chaos will be sown from their passage.
Corpses.
So saith
Arranged
the
with some intent.
wise Alondo.
A clown's head. Not laughing now, are you, Dribble?
I think that's it. We found all of him. Time to show the ringmaster.
But Alondo did not see. He did not know. He did not revel in the glory of what is to come. Oh, master, master, master! You have come home to your royal dwelling. But why did you exert yourself so getting here? I was waiting to open the door. Lady Orin told me not to let you in. But I'd never listen to the pretender to your fetid throne. Yeah, I would have told you so, but didn't dream of interrupting when you were enjoying yourself so. Bashing the Hollyphant's wormy trunk was a particularly refined deed. The temple is all tidied and ready for your worshipful act of mortal combat. The eye sockets of our graven god's icon are all polished up, ready to glow menacingly as you bludgeon your sister to death. I've restacked every pile of skulls and mounted more skeletons on the walls for a cozy touch. We are unfortunate bunkmates, as she refuses to leave your estate. Every day she kills me as I'm trying to beautify the temple for your return. Up to thrice some days. Being killed by you is so much more pleasurable, master. Before you go in, one last matter, my fetching felon. I see you are dressed in my raiment. It is an honor that brings a wincy tear to Sceleritas's eye. You should take it off, though. It would be improper to meet Lord Baal in the garb of a lowly servant. Oh, of course. Wear what you will. There's a puddle of blood on the floor as you walk in. Careful, don't slip.
What's up for discussion?
They say you will fight her, Lady Orin. Will you shatter her skull? Break her bone? Break...
I'll give it a shot.
I hear you are to duel Lady Orin. If it pleases you, child of murder, I would have her carcass once you're finished. Oh, most generous of you. Yes. Oh, such skin she has. Oh, so fine and malleable. coffee it would make.
Truly, Lady Orin's kills are something to behold.
Orin is wasteful in her slaughter, undisciplined.
You would dare criticize the Lady of Murder in her ancestors' temple?
Orin plays with her food and barely eats it. I don't see the point. I see you're hungry. May I recommend biting your tongue in case she hears you? You have returned. Do you remember? You were the one who first fed me flesh. But Lady Orin does not let us feed as you did. Please, kill her. Let us sate ourselves.
The stone trembles at your presence. Baal is watching. So is Orin. We are waiting. The prodigal child returns to jewel Lady Orin, no less. I normally abhor theatrics, but that'll be quite the spectacle.
Speak not. Silence is precious to die for. And Lady Orin is already too loud. Always talking. She speaks of you, of a duel. Are you going to choke her prattle away? Make her quiet for us? Yes. Quiet.
I believe Orin first made an incision in the upper left clavicle.
I am afraid I must disagree. Orin's first cut was quite clearly the throat. But was she not toy with the victim? Why begin with a death blow? A properly cut throat does not kill right away. It bleeds the victim.
Like a prize piglet trussed up for the slaughter. Yes, quite right. I hear you have returned to do battle with Lady Orin. To tear each other's flesh from bone in his name. Reverence.
So you too passed Serevok's tribunal. Killing him was an inspired choice. I wish I'd thought of that.
Borrowed scrolls must be returned within a 10-day. It seems the Temple to Murder has a lending library.
People are frightened, vulnerable, violent. Baal would savor such destruction. In and out, up and down. So many places to puncture and let the air leak out. Tell me, did the Bay Knight squirm beneath your screws?
Oh, we broke him, body and soul. made a right mess of his hand, peeled the skin from it myself. I dropped him outside the fort. Let Gortash see what happens to his nasty little spies.
Come now. So sleepy. It will miss all the fun.
I hope there's nothing troubling you, my dear. Yes, my sweet? What is it? Oh, shit. Did I do something wrong? Why? What's changed? I may be guilty of a bit of embellishment here and there, but I'm no liar. When I vowed we'd save you, we will save you. This little adventure of ours has taught me that we can't let our lives be ruled by fear, or else we never really live. I'm not afraid. Not of you. Not of your darkness, and not of our future. Cazador used his tortures to strike terror into me. But I've rarely been more afraid than on the night when I feared Baal had claimed you for good. But I trust you won't kill me. And if you do, then I've gotten sloppy and probably have it coming. I am. And beautiful. Not enough people mention that. I'm not going anywhere.
Your savior approaches, scuttling in without the tyrant's rock. It lied to us, ignored Father's commands. I know what you did. Spilled my grandfather's crimson. He was mine. He showed me the way. Slice and slit. He guides my daggers still. Did it think it could protect? Did it think it could save? Only the blades can offer salvation. You do not lie, underling. It is your blood I am destined to spill. Your death spit will stain these walls, little lamb. You still don't remember, do you, bloodkin?
How you screamed as my knife slit your skull. Your brain juices, sticky and sweet. A little hole, big enough for the worm. Your body, a blood sack to feed it. The favorite of Baal turned meat puppet, strung up by the sinews and plucked by my hands.
A straggling memory rises. Day your tyranny should have engulfed this world. It was you who were the first to be enslaved. Orin's smile was the last thing you saw, her bright blade glinting as she chiseled into your skull. Her reckless digging left your mind shattered. She robbed you of your bloody birthright, reduced you to nothing. Nothing but pure hate. And now it burns, yearning for vengeance.
Husk, maggot, a ball spawn, slip sliding in filth with these pigs. You don't deserve the Murder Lord's blessing. Your rightful place is strung above my altar. Carcass fluids flooding into the gutter. Come close, my death's heads, but keep your blades unblooded. Baal demands a jewel. He wants to taste my domination. An altar flowing with his own unwilling flesh. Draining, dying, drip, drip, drip.
You should have trained harder, Master.
Demands a pure blood sport. But if anyone interferes, we got them. What a day.
Another fight. Let's go. Don't waste a step.
Trust no one. What now?
Well, so much for peace.
What now? What a day.
No choice but to keep going.
Careful, I might. Keep blade close.
Time to push my luck again.
Over here.
Tormented!
They're dying for me. All of them.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Master, you are the chosen one. He is near. He comes for you.
But you live, and her blood is returned to me. You are my chosen. I have a gift for you, child. You will use it to lacerate this world.
A gift from your god, your father, an offering of his affection for you, or confirmation that he owns you.
The Slayer form will be yours, made crueler, stronger. The prime incarnation of murder.
It seems impossible to stand against your father. But you have fought this long against your nature. There might just be a way.
Domination, slaughter, mountains of corpses. You standing atop them. You must destroy this world. It is what you were made for.
For a moment, the brine pool of your brain clears. To die, to rest, to save the world from yourself. To accept, to become his prophet, in any disobedience subject to his lash.
You refuse me. You are my spawn. Your veins course with my unholy blood. Your life is mine. Accept your inheritance, or I will reclaim it. You were made to conquer, to devour. You reject my blood, and so I will reclaim it. I will make another who is worthy.
For the first time in over a century, silence falls over the Baal temple. No chants, no screams, no prayers. In the end, your own death brought you more joy than any you wrought on this land. You are slipping into peaceful oblivion. But your journey is not over.
Thou hast defied Baal, thy liege and father, and in doing so hast earned a place among champions and heroes. But alas, thy courage was in opposition to the divine cosmology that bound thee to the Lord of Murder. Thou art now faithless, godless, and doomed to wander the fugue plane for eternity. I will not permit that, though all the powers of life and death dictate that it should be so. I, too, still hold some power, and I invest a portion of it in thee, who hath challenged the gods and now liveth to tell of it. Thy fight is not over, and it is thy fight. For one who can look upon Baal and oppose him can survive any crisis. So rise, challenger of gods, and prepare for battle once more. Death will not claim thee whilst I endure. A scribe, a seneschal, a keeper of records, and now thine advocate, both here and in the city of the dead. I can only give what thou hast earned. Baal tried to extinguish thee, but his wrath is imprecise. He only succeeded in killing the part of thee he knew. The urge that drove thee to terrible acts, the spark of brutality that made thee his. But there is a new part of you that hath grown during thy travels. That part Baal could not extinguish, and so, instead of destroying thee, he hath made thee anew.
He's right. You're no monster. You've saved me more times than I can count.
The heart of a savior hath overshadowed the mind of a murderer. Thou hast vanquished thine urge. I know all, but to state truths is to interfere, for the minds of mortals are easily swayed.
My place, for the most part, is to observe. This intervention, the reclamation of thy soul, is beyond mine ordinary remit. But thou art extraordinary, and so are these times. Today thou art born anew.
You get to start over. To be the person you want to be, not what someone else made you to be.
Greet the bloodless dawn, child of none. Do not thank me. Trust in thy courage and the conviction of thy companions. As it was, so it is again. A hero has risen from a legacy of death.
Did you die? Am I dead? I don't like it here. I'm going home.
Well done again on besting Baal and all that. It was very twee. Especially the part where that poor excuse for a skeleton waved his magic wand and made it all better. Yes, you were so very scary. I knew you had that sweet heart all along. I was alarmed by you sometimes, scandalized even. But somehow, by your side, I still only ever saw you. All right, let's talk. Who knows when we'll have another chance? I want you by my side as well. Now that you're free, we can craft a new future together. There is nothing I'd like more. You are perfect. Every time.
You are born anew, cured of all distraction. Good. Orin's Netherstone is in our grasp. And now we must look ahead to the other. Gortash.
Time to pay Gortash another visit. I'm sure he'll want to know all about this.
Seek him out. He is all that stands between us and the Elder Brain.
I was hoping I hadn't missed you. The Patriarchs are safe, but it took longer to calm them down than I was hoping. Hope you're closer to some answers, Balspawn. Did you find the tribunal? Oh, you magnificent bastard! You faced him and lived! You have to tell me how. Fascinating. I mean, how horrible. Well done for making it out. It sounds as if his cult has crumbled. Even if it took everything you had to stop it. So history repeated itself. A duel between Baalspawn in the Temple of Baal itself. What I would have given to be a witness to that. You're a wonder. Soon you'll be sewn into the very fabric of this city as one of our legends. It's an honor to know you. Not many would have it in them to do as you have. No matter what you are, what you were, you are the best of the Baldurians now. I'd say you should join the Fist. We need detectives like you. But I suspect you'll need a good long rest.
Please, can I stay here? I don't want to be alone. Now that Grub is gone, I don't got anyone. I promise to pull my weight. Oh. All right. I'll go, but... Well... Bye.
Congratulations are in order. I fancied myself the sage advisor, sworn to guide you through what it means to be a child of Baal. And while I mulled on that solemn responsibility, you went and took care of it on your own. Well done. Truly. The path of a Baalspawn is not an easy one, nor does it ever truly end. But you found your footing where so many before you have fallen. Wherever you lead from now, we will follow. I wonder if Gortash knows just who it is he is dealing with. Lead them. Nature's servant awaits.
Another Baalspawn buried by our hand. Baal should learn better than to send his offspring against us. They might as well be babes, dropped bare bottom into the Rashiman winter.
You fought hard to win back control over yourself. I can only imagine how you feel. Congratulations. And a hard-won freedom at that. Well done.
Hello again, my vicious little warrior. Any luck finding dribbles? Oh, perfection. This is just what I need. His flesh has a few rat bites, and his teeth are missing, but these are minor issues. I shall remake Dribbles better than before, where once he was famous, he will now become legend. And you? Here, darling, a little something from your friend, Lucretius. My circus and I can now finally leave. And you delectable vintage. Oh, and if you do take on the Absolute, do try not to end up like poor Dribbles. You are so very pretty after all.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
You seek Archduke Gortash, do you not? Take the door to the right of the throne, just through the grating. But know this. If you do not possess the stone he requires, he will cleave you straight through. I trust nothing more needs to be said on the matter. My lord requires a clear path to his magnificent future. We cut away the troublesome preamble Do not face him without Orin's netherstone in hand, or you will meet the same end.
I have something to ask.
You have the Netherstones. They resonate with my own. I commend you for putting an end to Orin's madness. She must be screaming bloody murder in the hells even now. How was the reunion? I trust you demonstrated your particular spark of creative genius. I always preferred your methods to hers. You have mastery over your urges. Orin was consumed by her gruesome obsessions. My involvement with Orin was never a true alliance. A mad dog understands the yank of the leash and the hand of its master, but it cannot be an equal. You can be my equal. We will raise a black keep in Baldur's Gate. Then we will conquer the Sword Coast and unite all its peoples under our rule. But first...
The brain awakens. We must act now.
Hand me the Netherstones and we will rule as one.
Call me cynical, but I'm not sure we can trust the god of tyranny's chosen to happily share power.
Half a smile shows he is teasing you. He doesn't think for one moment you'd fully submit to him, nor should a spawn as formidable as you.
I'm not here for games. Hand me the stones, or face the black hand of Lord Bane.
He did miss this.
As they should. I was merely testing you. This should be an alliance of peers. You've got a backbone, and the makings of a leader. The Dark Lord Bane blesses our alliance. Our time is short. The Elder Brain is held beneath the city. We must go to it if we're to control it. There is a vessel to the Morphic Pool where the brain feeds. I will wait for you at the pool. With the Netherstones in hand, the brain can't resist us. We will be absolute, with an infected army at our beck and call. First we take Baldur's Gate, then Faerun. All of Toril will soon follow, 1,000 kingdoms at our command.
From bonds free, no more a slave. Liberators, saviors, pawns, dupes, fools, released, usefulness ended, targeted, killed, death unavoidable.
Lodge of the Society of Brilliance.
Pave my path with corpses, build my castle with bones.
What's up for discussion?
Ah, a surface dweller. You find yourself in the cradle of all knowledge relating to the Underdark. The Society of Brilliance. Tell me, what can the Society do for you? I assure you, we are as well-provisioned an institution as any other you'll find in this city. We simply prefer to keep our wealth away from areas of study. One must stay humble in order to achieve true academic rigor. A wonderful research partnership. I'm sure you'll agree. They are upstairs if you wish to share any theories with them. Yes, dear Lady Esther, one of our most reliable contractors. Though unfortunately, this particular request was too much even for her. Once the dust has settled on this whole invading army mess outside the walls, I'll find another contractor. Perhaps they will have more success. Was there anything else? I should really get back to my research. Feel free to explore the lodge. Our knowledge is here for the common good, after all.
I'm jealous of Blurg's talent.
My surface-dwelling friend, how long has it been? I am glad to see you well. I see your tadpole remains in its state of suspension. Your case has set us on quite the detour from our planned expedition work. We've thought about very little else. You have? I would love to hear your conclusions, but it would not feel right to do so without my research partner. After observing the nature of your tadpole's stasis, we felt it wise to report back to the Society. Omeluum went out into the city to seek out further undeveloped infections like yours, but I have heard nothing since. I admit, I'm somewhat concerned. We are usually sticklers for updating one another on our progress. Omeluum believed the answer to this riddle lay within the city walls, and held some connection to the cult of the Absolute. I had the distinct impression it was intentionally keeping its hypothesis from me, as though even the theory would be enough to put me in danger. Why that would be, I can only theorize myself. It is rather outside my area of expertise. Omeluum is most likely safe and well, and simply absorbed in its work. However, it would put my mind at rest to confirm it if you happen across its path. Of course, I should get back to my research.
Oh, Wave Mother, Queen of the Depths, hear me. Please carry Holly to her final rest in the deep wilds. Please. Sorry, are you here for Wave Servant Holly's funeral? Oh, it's already started. They're just inside. Yes, please, you're most welcome. We have much to be thankful for. May the Wave Mother smile on you as she did Holly.
Rejoice, sisters, for Umberly has blessed her humble daughter with a pure death. Her lips blue with her kiss, her lungs full of her quenching word. Umberly's mercy saved her from a slow, sinking death in the beast's shadow. How dare this beast sully the safety of Grey Harbor? We will find its master and send him struggling into the Bitch Queen's embrace. Not a sweet sleep like Holly's, but a suffocating flood of fruitless gasps and bursting flesh. You, supplicant, what tribute do you bring to honor the Wave Mother's fallen daughter? Then you'd better have a good reason for approaching so brazenly. An act of divine mercy. Blessed Umberly saw fit to spare her an ignoble death. But her passing was not as the Wave Mother intended. It was a beast who took her life. An unnatural one whose very existence is an affront to Umberly. A wretched metal monstrosity hewn by hubris. A rusting pollutant that bleeds black blood into Umberly's pristine waters. The beast struck Holly while she was swimming in Grey Harbor. She was found by some fishermen. She would have suffered a terrible, agonizing death had Umberly not bestowed upon her the mercy of drowning. Then I hope you never have need of the sea's benevolence. Sing, sisters. Sing in Umberly's name. Praise her for this most holy death.
Haunted glare informs you that you shouldn't go anywhere near the Wave Servant's body.
Pour fury upon the beast responsible for this injustice. Leave its master, a bloated carcass in the spume. Changeable as the sea. Have you decided to help after all? Salt kiss your brow. We await your return and the Beastmaster's demise. Rejoice as the Wave Mother welcomes another daughter to the deep wild.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
I was swimming. I was attacked. Metal monster. Big, fast, hit my head. Everything went black. I was swimming in Grey Harbor. Just black blood everywhere.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Hells, it's everywhere still. I don't suppose you've got any experience getting oil out of sealed wood. Of course not. You've been talking to that lot from the Water Queen's house, haven't you? Now, did you want something, or do you just have an interest in fishing vessels? Oh, sure. In fact, we fished her out of the water. Me and Flea here were out on the water casting our nets. expecting to find the usual crop of halibut. Then, all of a sudden, my net starts dragging, and there's a bloody wave seven all twisted up in it. We took her back to the docks to try and help her, but she was already dead. We both saw some sort of wake moving towards the docks when we picked her up. But there weren't any other boats around. Maybe it was something big moving underwater. I don't know. It was weird, whatever it was. Kinda looked like it might have been heading towards that building across the channel, actually. And the other wave servants came to get it. Her. Sorry. They took her back to the temple. You can hear the bloody caterwauling from here.
Your bag. And it's off. Phew. That was more stressful than I'd like.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to attack you. None of us did. Well, this is a disaster. They're dead. They're all dead. Like I'm about to projectile vomit. The Overseers hold more than our lives hostage. They have our families. And if they see what we've done, killing me will only be the beginning. God help us.
Nan gufgrish of the Lord. Your nervous gait betrays your presence, stranger. You don't belong here. Who are you? If you knew the truth, you would not mock us so. Your presence imperils us all. If any of us attempts to escape, our kin will die. The Overseers, they have a contraption. When triggered, it will kill everyone who wears a collar. A grim solution, but one that I may agree with if your understanding of the situation were correct. Unfortunately, we are not the only ones threatened by the collars, or we would have laid down our tools and rebelled against our oppressors already. Our families are held elsewhere. The Overseers need only activate those contraptions they hold, and they suffer the consequences of our actions too. We cannot win. We must aid in building these Vagron. Gungal. Aye. Even more, I'd help you destroy this place. I don't know where they are, but some of the overseers must. You'll have to infiltrate deeper into the foundry. Just make sure you don't get caught. If they raise the alarm, they'll trigger the collars. I will pray for you. My daughter. Her name is Obinia. Gondral Frakas Hulnish. May Gond be with you.
Scared and miserable, with visible cuts and bruises, these people can only be one thing: prisoners. Restricted area. Entrance only with Lord Gortash's permission. Violators will be executed.
Time to press ahead.
Your hand shakes, Gondian. Tell me, what was your friend's name?
My husband's name was Lampos, Ma'am.
Lampos deserved to die. Tell me what.
My husband was eavesdropping, Ma'am. He needed to be beaten.
Very good, little Gondian.
Let's see what this does.
Your hand shakes, Gondian. Tell me, what was your...
What's up for discussion?
Have you found them? Our families. That makes sense. The Bay Knights must have a way of getting to and from the prison. I suggest you search the docks.
Breathe quiet. Move with care. Don't waste a step. What's hiding here?
Shall we?
Looking ahead. Best be on my way.
That's curious.
How delicious.
There's blood on their guts through this hell. Dreaming red.
Let's see.
What's this? You ain't supposed to be down here, mate.
A submersible. It matches the description of the vehicle that brought the Gondian hostages into the Iron Throne.
The only port in this whole bleeding city that matters. Now, why are you here? Did Gortash send you? Let me guess. This is about them Umberly servants. You tell them to stay out of the way. Cap needs the right of way. He can't stop on a dime when they go darting in front of the prow. Bloody salt is always flopping around in the water. I've almost hit one or two now. Might have even nicked one off the port bow the other day. Maybe that'll teach him to keep out of the way. This big boy, the captain of Grey Harbour, built him with my own 2 hands. Can take the passage between here and the Iron Throne faster than you can say, fuck the Absolute. Nothing without Lord Gortash's go-ahead. I transport whoever he needs taken to the Iron Throne. Prisoners, mostly, but that's his business. You're testing me. All right. It's an underwater prison, most secure in the realms. Myself and Cap are the only ones who can make it there in one piece. Lord Gortash keeps some Gondians there. Collateral to keep those working in the Steelwatch Foundry under control. Do you now? Boss never sends anyone that away but prisoners. Bloody mermaids. I'll take you in, but look, there's some bad shit going down in there. You don't want to get involved. Neither did I, but it was them or me. I'll get Cap warmed up. Get in when you're ready.
Intruders! Lord Gortash's orders were clear. The Iron Throne must be destroyed.
All right, we're good to go.
Halt.
A cold, suckering wetness grasps at your mind. A voice, familiar to you from the Underdark, wraps itself around your brain.
You must act with haste. Duke Ravengard is held within these walls. He must be extracted. Normally I would find your people's lust for pleasantries amusing. Unfortunately, we have no time. There are many hostages here. Duke Ravengard, chief among them. He needs your help. Duke Ravengard is held in the security wing. Be careful. There are many hazards. This structure is collapsing. Act with speed. Act with efficiency. Good luck.
Finally. My deepest thanks to you.
The others.
Duke Ravencroft? Well, this is a surprise.
must return there. Now. It's the only way we'll survive this.
Calmness greets you as the submersible slows to a halt. Unlike the Iron Throne, you remain intact. So it seems will the families of all the hostages rescued from the throne. Duke Ravengard approaches you, looking confused.
He's tight-hold, but under my protection now, just like you. His mind is his own again.
I'm free. In my own mind again, wholly. I will not take it for granted. You acted quickly, decisively, and compassionately. I, nay, all of us, owe you no less than our undying gratitude. My thoughts are my own now, and my purpose certain. I will wait at your camp. We can speak more there.
Gods, we made it! We actually made it!
All right, we're good to go. Say goodbye to Cap and come up the hatch when you're ready.
God, that was close. I could almost kiss the boards here, but... well, that would be disgusting.
I can't thank you enough. I was certain that place was to be my cold, wet tomb. You saved us! Saved us all! I thought it impossible, but you did it! We were kept hostage to control our families and the Steel Watch Foundry, to keep them building Gortash's death machines. Please, they need to know what happened here. They have no reason to obey Gortash anymore. If they rebel, it'll put a dent in Gortash's steel might. He did? Of course he did! I knew it. I knew he would do something.
Your world's air. I never imagined missing its feeling on my skin. Curious. I owe you a great debt, son-child. One I shall repay. When I return to the surface, I will alert my colleagues at the Society. Find me there, and I will offer you what aid I can against this evil.
You were to administer Umberlee's justice. Instead, You conspire with the abomination. He who sickened the harbor with blood so black the sea itself chokes.
Gods, they're nuts. You have to help me.
Step out of the way. Protect him, and Umberlee will swallow you whole.
What? Mate, you've got to be kidding.
Come quietly. The Sea Queen will judge you.
I surrender, all right. You wouldn't hurt a harmless man, right? And you, thanks for nothing, prick.
It's over! It's finally over! We're safe!
May you wake with your lungs full of water.
Gods, what a bloody day. I need a drink, a nap, and a holiday. Thanks to you, I'll live long enough to do all three. Here, least I can do. Now, get all these folks out of here before you get me into even more trouble.
Just out of view.
It is pleasurable to see you. Your intervention within the cult's underwater complex was a timely one. I am glad my carelessness did not cost the life of Duke Ravengard. That you also saved me was unexpected. It was not a judgment on your abilities. It was simply the result of my calculations, given the likely outcomes of such a rescue attempt. I believed my life to be of the least value in the equation. But I am grateful to have it, as is the Society. Blurg and I have consulted on the matter of your reward. We first thought to ask the denizens of the Underdark for their aid in fighting the cult. Alas, our influence there remains negligible. Instead, we have selected a series of items from the Society's vaults. Given my kind's involvement in creating this evil, it is only right that I do my part in helping you defeat it, or at least improving your odds.
Omeluum tells me I have you to thank for its safe return. We know the risks when we go out into the field, but to lose my friend in such a way would have been most disheartening. If there's any conclusion to be drawn from this, I think it's that Omeluum and I are safest back in the Underdark. Our research there must continue. We may not be able to fight on the front lines as you do, but we may yet do some good for those who call it home. We'll depart when this absolute army is defeated. I understand you are involved in the matter. I hope our gifts will provide you with some meaningful assistance in fighting the evil Omeluum uncovered. Do let us know how you get on.
Convenient that you mention this only when you're about to die.
Spare us, and I will begin prototyping the new Watcher. Immediately.
can scream all you wish. You will die today.
I have an idea for a new legend. One that could flatten the city with a single swing.
Prince's motivation sequence activated.
That was close.
What happened to Obelia? Is she safe? My heart. I thought her lost. I would give more than just my sight to keep her safe. Our destination is the Neurositor, the nerve center of the Steel Watch. Guide me there, and I'll do the rest. My fellow Gondians, flee this prison. We're bringing this place down.
Villains, take heed. Recovery is imminent.
Another day, another fight.
This is good.
Villains, take heed. Recovery is imminent.
Prince's motivation sequence activated.
Another one safe. This could be going a whole lot worse.
Fight, my fellow Gondians! Take back your freedom!
You fight against
Progress. I will not allow it.
The dance macabre.
Prince's motivation sequence activated.
And that's all. was never...
Blood comes easy these days. Phew. Another one down.
Let's make these bastards pay.
The Neurosita lies in the depths of the Foundry.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Lambos. Gondian. The Baynites had my husband beat me for eavesdropping. The prison, the Iron Throne, it's underwater, submersible, and a warehouse. Docks. Baynites came, took over the Foundry, forced us to make steel watches. Tubin. Only Tubin knows.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Wait! Elevator gyroscopes. Triple set quadrupex. No, it can't be. I hear it through the floor. Powerful, indestructible. The ultimate watcher. The Titan.
Of course, they built an indestructible super watcher. Why wouldn't they?
It shames me to admit this, but you must face this beast of Gondian folly alone. I would be crushed in an instant. When it raises its shields, Strike it with every scrap of magic and might you possess, and pray to God that it does not fire upon you. Good luck, my friend.
I need a quick word.
Time for a little death. Nice and easy.
I won't give in. Try me.
Let's spill some blood. Let's move. Let's turn someone inside out.
Nothing important is ever easy. Nothing will stand in my way.
Hungry for the slaughter. Let's have some carnage.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Let's have some fun.
Time to push my luck again.
The dance macabre. This feels good.
The Neurosita. I can hear its hum. Familiar, yet painful. I helped design the Steel Watchers, toiled night and day on the first bipedal prototype. It is fitting it ends this way. I will bring down not only the Steel Watch, but the very foundry itself. This place will be smoke and rubble when I am finished. Are you ready, my friend? Like the foundry, the Neurosita's exterior is near impossible to penetrate. However, its inner circuitry is highly unstable. I'm going to rain fire upon it from the inside out. Gond, let your hammer be my courage, your furnace my heart.
That was a hell of a show, my friend. Watchers collapse in the street as we speak. And the foundry. Well, it won't stain this beautiful city with its abominations. Not anymore. But it's not over. So long as a single parasitic Gondian remains, Baldur's Gate is under threat.
Enough, Wulbren. Gortash enslaved us, forced us to build his Steel Watchers, but no more. Take the city, let the Iron Hands reign supreme. I just wish to go home and hold my daughter.
I think that if a Gondian told me the sky was blue, I'd look outside and check. You Gondians will lie, scheme, and torment this city until your dying breaths. Let's end this!
Wulbren, enough! I won't watch as you poison your soul and the brilliant future that remains to the Iron Hand gnomes. I thought the Iron Hand gnomes had corrupted you, Wulbren. Now, I wonder if it wasn't the other way around. Kill the Gondians, and you kill all we love. Collaboration, challenge, solving problems with the power of reason, creativity and invention. I still want to believe you're better than that, Wulbren. But even I am having my doubts.
No! The bastards must pay for their arrogance, their greed, and a true rebel dies for his cause!
Let's have some fun.
Come on. Can't stay idle.
I pity Wulbren. His brilliance was dazzling, but his mind was ruined by hatred. Thank you for standing with us. Simply call and the Gondians will come. I swear it.
I followed him through the city, to the wilds, through the Underdark, and back home again. Braved goblins, shades, and evil I can hardly describe. Still, I couldn't save Wulbren from himself. I don't think anyone could. Perhaps. But while you saw a madman, I saw the boy he once was. I must inform his family. Arrange his affairs as much as I am able. I wish it hadn't ended like this. But I know you did all you could to help Wulbren. To help me. I may have lost Wulbren, but I don't leave this place friendless. That much I know for certain. I wish you the very best. And then a little on top.
My friend,
The world spins as Ravengard's dizziness flows into you.
His mind is his own, but the Elder Brain touched him deeper than most. He must stay here. He will need time to recover.
The voice is gone, but I still hear its echoes. Reflections of reflections. God's damn Gortash. He'll suffer for this. I'll drive Balduran's sword straight through his belly. No more useful than the rotting corpse he'll...
Your parasites link. Pain splits your head, and you hear a distant voice, a whisper of a memory. It calls for you. All of you.
I saw your mind. A thing's still in me. And there's one in you. I don't understand.
Relax your mind. I will show him.
Sit in silence while those cultists enslave my city. I'd rather... Oh, my damned head. Who would I be to question my savior? Thanks to you, I think my own thoughts and speak my own words. It seems the fate of the city lies in your hands. Please, promise that you'll be the shield that defends, the sword that slays, and the hammer that rebuilds. Be our champion. Of course. The city is wealthy. If you save us, I shall raise a tax in your name. And we shall erect a statue. May the Triad guide you. As you wish. Hell's Forik. While the Absolute commanded my mind, I condemned her to death and confined her in Worm's Rock prison. She stood by me even as the Hell's fires lapped at my feet. You must free her. Tremendous news. She proves as loyal to you as she is to me. I couldn't bear it if she died by my command. May the Triad guide her steps. I was returning from Elturel. My traveling party stopped at an inn, Joaquin's Rest, to lay our heads. It wasn't the heat that woke me. It was the scent.
Cultists had set fire to the place. I don't remember being taken. Just the smoke burning my throat before I fell. I awoke in Moonrise Towers, inside one of those damnable pods. The rest goes without saying. A complicated one. I went to greet Elturel's High Overseer, only for the Archdevil Zariel to drag the city into the hells. I've been touched by Avernus, been a plaything for demons. A tale for other places, other days. To start with, a reckoning. Even before I was infected, the dukes and patriarchs applauded as Gortash took control. They cheered as his automatons marched the streets, lauded his tyranny of steel in the interest of security. I will rebuild the city, but first, I will tear down the council and start anew. Those who would give up the freedom of the people to purchase temporary safety deserve neither power nor liberty.
Here goes nothing.
Hells, if I'd have known there was that much coin before, I'd have robbed the place myself.
Better not be
I
coming
wonder if
out
the
of my
gods are
wages.
watching me.
Took two guards by itself. He wasn't even scratched.
So
Just
Minsk has come to the absolute.
breathe.
Maybe there's something
Breathe.
to this cult.
And switch bloody jobs. Ukta. I remain Guild Bursar, whoever sits in the big chair. Do we have business? Have you made an acquisition? The Great Wizard. I will be interested to see what manner of curiosities he deems worth locking away. A fine and noble house. Their funds will serve the city as they would wish. Ah, a rather ancient patron of the counting house. He has accrued quite a bit of interest, I'd wager. Wonderful. Thank you. Ah, the would-be Duke. I'm sure he parted with it on good terms. The returning hero of Elturel. He's the philanthropic sort. So I'll assume this was a gift, yes? Oh. The most peculiar key to have in your possession. I wonder who it belongs to. Here is your compensation. De Vere. Now, what would a servant of Lady Loss be so keen on keeping safe? Glitterbeard. He was given mastery of the counting house over me, you know. Well deserved, wouldn't you say? Then our business is done, for now.